we're headed out to the cave. We're gonna do some mapping today. We have Rob and Bob and Tom. Well, Bob's really Santa. He's his real name, but we're headed out there, and this is a little bit scary because I feel like I'm gonna tip over. But I think we'll be all right. So this is the same cave that we were out here with Jocelyn and Elizabeth and did a video a while back. And what we're going to do today is we're going to map it and get a really good solid map of the cave and a good record of the signatures and stuff. So should be a good trip. Looking forward to it. And it's a lot easier since we don't have to walk all this way.
It's going to be excellent.
It's going to be awesome.
Absolutely.
Yep. Here we go. Bag has all the cameras in it and stuff, so here we go. Worst part, we have to slide. Let's kind of slide down in there.
What?
Ladder and 2 carabiners.
You hear that? Ladder and 2 carabiners?
How about a rope?
How about a rope?
You hear that?
He already has one.
Okay, got it. Yeah, we'll have to get a little bit of gear, apparently. And Rob must have already left. Rob's going to be up on top, and I think he's going to be metal detecting. I wish they had told me like 1 minute earlier. Okay, carabiners and a ladder. Let's see, carabiners. Wee. All right, I'll go back with you in the cave. All right, so we're sliding back in with a couple carabiners and the little ladder, cable ladder. Yeah, I do. All right. All right, that's the entrance right there. Yeah, all right. Onward. I don't like to have all this gear, but I wanted to make sure we had plenty of lights and cameras and whatnot. All right, we're getting there.
Hand the ladder.
I just have to sit down. Hey, you okay with being on video?
I'm fine.
Or not? Okay.
I'm not hiding.
Make sure.
I don't even think it was against the law to ask.
Huh?
It's common courtesy, huh?
Yeah, you know, I'm kind of a polite person normally. Oh, you're right. Jeez. Woo!
Grab that ladder below.
I need a ladder. There you go.
Thank you.
Right. Oh, carabiners. 2 carabiners. Hope they're the right ones.
Yeah, the one that I finished.
All right, so
one down here already. One bow standing on.
So you're going to get your survey gear, right?
Well, I'm gonna get my pack because I was gonna go down here and take a look at the cave real quick.
Okay.
That, or I can just come up here and just start playing with the survey.
How
This is all set up. You can physically get up and down with the ladder that's here.
Well, I tell you, want to go down and look at it real quick, or hey, do you need me for the survey? Can I help you with that, or?
I can
here?
show you. Yeah, you can.
Okay. So I do want to spend a little time on the very bottom so that I can get some, make sure I have some good video and pictures of the signatures to try to figure out who they are.
Yeah, because I don't have my camera with anything right now.
Okay. But yeah, whatever you need me to do, just holler. I'll do it.
But If Gary.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go down, drop down the ladder, look around a little bit, and then we're going to get the survey gear and actually start doing some surveying of this cave. That shouldn't take too long, but let's go ahead and do the drop first. Tom has everything set up, and we have the cable ladder, which just makes it a lot easier. There's a trap. That's kind of half a, or part of the name for the cave, bear trap cave, because there's a trap in here. But also, once you see this drop, if you've seen in my other videos, you know what I'm talking about. If you go over the drop, there's no possible way to get out unless you have a rope or a ladder. So, and I'll show you on the walls down there, there's actually big claw marks where I think a bear got trapped down there. And in the back, there's a bone that has been tentatively identified as a bear bone. So hence bear trap. Not a bear trap. That's a bear trap. But that's a trap. No, yeah, I'm a trapper actually, so I'm very familiar with traps. All right. Oh, nice. So he's getting. Oh, look at that.
You can't get your feet in the ladder. You have to turn the ladder sideways physically and lay sideways.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Hey, you got her looking good. Well, I'm not so sure because there's more over here. This is, I thought that was fur, but I don't think so. I think that's a fungus. Look at that. It's cool. Oh, some type of little insect there too. Isn't that neat? Wow. Yeah, I thought this was fur, but it looks just like that. So, no, that's not fur. That's a fungus on some raccoon manure or something.
It's a chunk of hide, isn't it?
Taste it. No, it isn't. I think it really is. That's probably some
Fungus would be so much more fragile.
You think?
Yeah, that's fur. That's bear fur.
Oh, it's not bear fur. No, I don't believe it. Here. Yeah, I think it's a fungus. I've never seen it that color.
That's part of the hide.
Well, look at this over here too. See, and the one we just looked at over here is clear. This is clearly a fungus, and it's the same thing.
I'm gonna say that blue is part of the hide.
That's cool. And for arrowheads, bear teeth, all kinds of cool stuff. Wow, look at that.
Somebody took the skull. Where's the rest?
We're gonna go ahead and go back into the back part of the cave and just look at it real quick. It's just kind of interesting with the water flowing through it now. We can see all the skull back here. Yeah, I think it's kind of a trap for animals.
Yeah.
You know?
You see all the mandibles.
Yeah.
They're to my right.
Yeah, bones.
Teeth or krill.
Crawl back in there. I have to go back and get my other cameras for the signatures, but look at their skull. It actually opens up again, so just one little spot here. See, a lot of water came through here this summer. It was so dry, or wet rather.
I'll let you lead the way.
You're pretty much at the end. Yep. Well, I mean, there's a tunnel there, but we won't be going down it. At least that's where the water flows now. And I'll show you this. There's a seed. Isn't that cool? It's not going to live though. It wants to try though. It's basically living off the energy that was in the actual seed itself. And that's going to run out really quick. It's a trap, I tell you.
I guarantee if you dig long enough, you'll find some bear teeth.
Yeah, well, there's a bone that right here. Look at this. See this bone? This big one? I had someone tentatively identify that as a bear bone. a guy that, person that is a bone person, they said it's a black bear. One of the online people, yeah. Might shine a light in your face just a little bit, but I'm not trying to do it unpolitely. I just want to get the shot. That's pretty cool, isn't it? You think the skull's in here? Do you think they hauled it out of here back in the 1700s when the first explorers came through? That's awesome. Ton of skulls. Yeah. Poor little raccoons. Yeah, let's go down here. Boy, it looks a lot different.
That's Alicia's job there.
Yeah. My wife and I were in here when the first time we came in, and we dug that out, and I actually went back in there a good ways.
Really?
But it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. But it kept going, so this cave could be thousands of feet long. We just have to dig it out. But it was just me and my wife, so we didn't do a whole lot. But yeah, this was all dirt, so that's all washed down in there from the rains this summer. Isn't it cool? And above your head, if you look close, you'll see like signatures and stuff from the 1700s, early 1800s. Yeah, that's some of my sonic symbols there. An 8 and something, but somewhere we saw some of these were really. There's one. I think it's 7. What is that? 1922 or 1822?
8.
It's 8. I think it's 18. Yeah, somewhere in here we saw some from like the 1700s. But see, I can see the mud. That was the ceiling right there. And there's charcoal in it, so that was probably from our forest fire, and the mud washed in. The water coming down this summer, I guess during the heavy rains, actually washes out a lot. Might not be able to get down in here a little right now, though. There it still goes, doesn't it? Yeah, I would have to dig this out a little bit more right here. Let's just have to take a peek down there. Yeah, it's going on down. See, this cave could actually be another mile or two long because it's way off the river. And there is a local cave not too far from here that's a mile long. This could be another one. Might just have to dig that out. Wow, that's pretty awesome. It's mud bottom, so it'll be easy to do. I'm gonna go get my other camera and try to get some good pictures of those scratchings on the wall so we can maybe try to figure out who they are. I think there's no oxygen down here. Must be a sand squinch using it all up at night. Well, I guess in the daytime, because they'd be out exploring at night looking for us. People like me. Back out of here somehow. There we go. I have my light on my helmet kind of pointed toward the ceiling because if you point toward the camera, it gets a lot of lens flare. So that's why I do that. Lots of bones. Those are jawbone. Little bones, probably all raccoons. I think what happened, and don't quote me on this, is when the Europeans first cleared the land that to farm. Of course, it was big, open forests and stuff before that. When they first cleared the land, they had a lot of erosion. Well, I know this is a fact. They would have a lot of erosion, and it silted up all the rivers, not only here, but all the way across America. And I suspect that the mud we're seeing here with the charcoal in it is from that. Back in the 1700s, mid-1700s, when they were clearing the land here and they had furnaces and stuff, they were making charcoal up there, that just a tremendous amount of erosion took place, and it filled this cave in with mud. And that's why we're seeing the mud on the ceiling with charcoal in it, but it's slowly being flushed out every time it rains. So I think this cave probably goes a lot further through that tunnel down there, but it needs to be dug out a little bit because it's not big enough for me, and I know it gets a lot smaller. And looking up there, you can see where the mud is on the ceiling, and it's washed off now, and all that mud up through there. So I do believe that that's exactly what it is. It's just, that's actually pretty recent. See the charcoal in that? So I think this is pretty recent, and this is working its way down. Come back in another couple hundred years and might be able to actually get through that tunnel without any work. Let's look down there, see if we can see any artifacts or anything cool. Hopefully no raccoons looking at us. We should come down here when it's raining really hard to see what it looks like. I'm really surprised there's only one bare bone in here, because that just is baffling. But it could be a lot more buried in the dirt right here. I think when we found that, it was actually up on top, so that's pretty cool. So this probably could be an entire bear skeleton right there. And that mud right there is going to wash out over the years. Or someone took it. I don't think Tom is back yet, because I don't hear him talking. But we're going to work our way back toward the ladder real quick and kind of look at the walls and stuff. I need to get I want to get another camera and the black light so we can look around with it a little bit too. See if we can see these signatures a little bit better. Certainly they're not easy to read because I can't read them. But you know, maybe with the maybe on the computer screen it might actually be easier, because you can probably do some things with the lighting. But a lot of scratch marks there. Yeah, look at that. Some animal marks, little symbols. Something tried to get up there. It's kind of a bad sized animal right there, those claw marks. Imagine being trapped down here, not being able to get out. I mean, there are a lot of animals doing that. That looks like that's wide enough for a bear. Those look like 3 claw marks right there in the center of the screen. So he was down here sometime. These are fresh. That's probably one of those raccoon skulls that we're looking at. You see the claw marks right there. He was trying to get out. All right, let's work our way back up here to the ladder. Kind of looking as we go. A lot of bones. Jaw bones for the teeth. There's a skull there, a lot of other bones. Claw marks in the mud. Poor little dudes. There's a lot of them. That's a scale off a turtle, terrapin. There's this shell right there. He didn't make it either. I think I'm down here by myself. That's raccoon poo. I think, you know, if the raccoon was lucky, he could get out of here, because I do see a way for them to get out. But there were an awful lot of them that didn't find that way. That's a strange bone. What's that? Oh, it's a jawbone. Big old tooth. Alright. Another one. That's a big old healthy dude. This is where the water pours off when it rains, comes into here. I'm really surprised I don't see at least something of interest. If you guys do see something in here, let me know, because I might not, it might pass my vision. I'm not seeing anything. Claw marks there. Yeah, I guess the ladder's still here. That's a good thing. All right, so there's the ladder. Hopefully this isn't too bright. Down here, still by myself. Look at that. I wonder where everybody is. That's a quartz inclusion in a rock. So, one of these That was hot melted rock at one time. It came up through the cracks. You can find gold and other minerals in there. But we're not really in a gold belt, so there's probably no gold. Let's take some symbols. All right, so at the UV light, let's kind of look around here a little bit with it, see if it makes a difference. I can hear the rest of the crew on their way in. All right, let's do it. I'm not really seeing any, I don't think it's any better to you. That's 1769, yeah, I can see 1769 clearly there. 1769. Can't make out the name in the UV though. Here I'm coming, listen. Oh, dude! Exactly. Ghosts of Shepherdstown. They stole my idea. That's cool.
Forget you.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering.
We were having to find Bob.
Pretty cool bone.
Signature up there.
Man, you can really hurt someone with this.
Now, they tell me that's a bear bone. That is a bear bone, black bear. A couple of my fans on YouTube who are bear bone experts. So, the rest of them might be in here still.
Nice femur.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Yeah, there's some of the older signatures are up there, some from the 1700s, just 1764 right there.
Okay.
There's Maryland and
Is
some
that
of
the
the...
right bone?
I don't know, you a bone person?
Well, I do have an undergraduate degree in exercise science.
Ah,
And
okay.
I worked 8 years for an orthopedic.
What do you think? Well, they say it's a bear. And on the way down, when you came down the drop in the room, if you look, there's big claw marks on the wall in a couple places. There's a lot of little ones from raccoons that died in here, like those guys.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of them.
There's some really wide space ones too. Is there any marks on it for like where the bone might have been butchered? Actually, I meant to look for that. I kind of forgot. Any butcher marks or anything? I don't see anything on there. I'm just looking for little hack marks. You lost your glove. We'll find it on the way out. No, yeah, there it is. What do you think?
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat, huh? Santa Claus.
Claws, C-L-A-W-S.
Huh? C-L-A-W-S, right. Santa Claus. You're always digging out caves. Look familiar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How far down did you guys go in the tunnel? Did you guys go much past this?
We probably, at that time, 10 to 15 feet probably.
Yeah.
Because you said you've dug on it.
Yeah, I dug it down. I could get another 30 feet or so, but you know, we kind of ran out of time and energy.
She's lost.
She's lost.
Yeah, she went down in
I'm
there.
just right here.
I was only,
Chilling out.
I was only about 150 yards.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I was on the way. So I was following the sun, but with the sun moving a little bit.
Uh-oh, someone's muddy. Turn around. Oh, that looks
Oh,
nasty.
yeah.
Yucks. Look on your hair.
Rob didn't
Your little
Yeah.
ponytail's like, that's a mud tail now. All right, so we were just kind of looking at the signatures here, and you can see there's one scratched in. This mud was actually deposited after that was done, so that kind of goes with my theory that this is washed in from when they cleared the fields and the woods around here. All right, I'll get out of his way. All right, off we go. I'll grab that harness. Yeah. Hi. There you go. There goes Santa. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us on this little adventure. We're almost out.
Don't pull up. Just
I see sunlight.
keep it there.
So does Santa Claus.
If you pull.
Lady, my big round baby, and I'll rock you until till I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no